The city is yours. The city is yours. 20,000 empty seats. Are you fucking sure? Come on, United. 2-1 victory over City Scummer rivals. What a day. What a day. What a day. What a fantastic win. I hope you all enjoyed the show and enjoyed the game. And come on, guys, smash the like and subscribe for the Tactical Corner on with Jarvis Cocker. Tactical Devils, that's the name. Sorry about that. I'm wind up now. Yeah, what a game. What a game. It was fantastic. How could we turn it around in the 5 last minutes of the game? That was a great finish. I need a sip of my coffee with my new Cantona green and gold cup. Guys, smash the like and subscribe. Get your comments in. What do you think? What do you mean about the game? Was it a good game? Are you happy with the win? We will go through it all the tactical details, what happened, the chess game of it all. We will talk about the positional play, the half spaces, the in-between lines, offsides, triple sub in the 77-minute, Anthony coming on and actually dominating, aggressive Maguire, City defending narrow, compact. There was no space. We had to play around. Dallo had so many acres of space. He couldn't do anything with it. Ooh, and Ugarte. Man, Ugarte. What an aggressor. What an aggressor we have. We have Volps coming in. Big up, Stu. Big up, my man. 2-1 victory. Oh, my God. That was beautiful. Yeah, that was beautiful. It was so fucking great winning against the City Scummers. And we have Nash M87 coming in and say Ahmad is a gem. Yeah, you be sure he's a gem. He's a gem. And Nas also comes in and say, what a ball by the Butcher. What a beautiful pass. It was a fantastic ball. But we will also talk about the curved run from Anthony. We will go to, I have taken some photos. We will go through it all and try to analyze the game as best as possible, because this is what we do on Tactical Corner. So let's just go straight through it, and I will try to share the good old tactical screen, tactical board. Where are you? Boom, there you are. Okay, so guys, here you see Manchester City's formation. I did more like a Nunes came up and Foden a little bit higher up. So it was more like a 3-2-4-1 formation when they defended. Bruno was down as a left back. And I think was it Bernardo or Foden who was a little bit deeper here. And De Bruyne roaming around behind Haaland. So this is what we saw. But what I could see right away with this game was Manchester City extremely aggressive high line, and they kept everything really compact. Only Duku kept the space, and Haaland sometimes stretched the team, but there were more of this all the time, and they were extremely high. We could see that because of the amount of offsides we had, especially in the first half, with Amad Diallo, Masraoui, Højlund, Bruno, all of them running too quick in behind because the timing wasn't quite right. But I had a feeling all the time that this could be a place where we actually could punish Manchester City. I see Rushmano coming in. Woohoo! Yeah, we won that game. And he says we deserve that win. Oh my God, we did, Rushmano. We did. And Sheikh Aryan say, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I agree with you, Sheikh Aryan. That was a beautiful game. How is it? I'm pumped up. It's great to be a Man United fan again. We have forgotten all about the Nottingham Forest disaster and all the other losses. Now the city is yours. It's ours. It's ours. City is red. And it will be a red Christmas for all of you. Nash comes in and say Anthony helped open up the pitch, deserved more time against Spurs in the League Cup. I totally agree. What Anthony did coming on, that was a great cameo. So guys, if you can help me out, you can go and share my tweet so I can get this out for the rest of the world. I will give you the link in the comment, and you can just push that link and go to Twitter and share it so more people will join in and watch. We are currently 19 people on Twitter and YouTube watching the show. I hope there will be more. Let's hope for 60, 70 people. That will be great, because I will try to cut it down and break it down and learn, um, analyze the game as best as I can. And Sheikh Aryan also comes in and say Anthony should have started this game. Yeah, I kind of agree. I kind of agree, because I felt that Anthony and the Anthony Ahmad connection, as we have been talking about in earlier shows, that was unique. I would say it's unique how they fulfill each other and make this a better game. And Anthony, and he keeps hold of the ball, gives Ahmad Diallo time to come in position, and then lets the ball go, and the other way around. And that's how you play football together. It's actually quite easy. It's pass and move, but you have to have the right timing of it all. Let me just open up, and we can go through some pictures. This is what I got, especially from. I have a lot of pictures from the first half, not that many from the second half. Let's just see what I got here. This is the corner kick, the first goal for Manchester City. They have a short corner from Kevin De Bruyne up to who is it? Is it? Yeah, I think it's Nunes. He plays it back. Kevin De Bruyne is quite lucky with the deflection he gets from Ahmad when he presses, and the ball gets a little bit of like a strange curve when it goes in the box. And you see here in the middle, Guardiola jumping up and beating, I think it's Maguire in the air. And there you see Guardiola scores that goal. And well, it was the start of the game, so it wasn't much we could do. Here you see it from another angle. It's the cross from Kevin De Bruyne. Ahmad is just a split of a second too late to block that cross, and it gets a deflection and a strange curve. So Guardiola scores that goal. Here you see it from another angle again. Anthony is all no. Ahmad is almost there with his foot, but he couldn't quite do it. So City scored. The next is how I want to talk about is our press play. You see here when we are pressing, we are actually doing it in. We are using a most of the time we are using a pentagon shape. It should be more like this, but here you see it's Kobe Mainu who needs to react and press. He pushes forward. The way we pressed was actually really good. We were aggressive and we were fully committed when we pressed. You see here City trying to play out from the back. They play it out to Nunes. And this is what we get. We press with the pentagon, and our fullbacks is also part of the press, always ready to jump if the ball goes wide, both here and on the other side. So our fullbacks are vital in our press play. So we actually press with the pentagon 5 and the 2 fullbacks. So we're pressing with 7 players, but we're not man marking. We are really dynamic how we press and curve the pentagon. So they place the ball out to Nunes. Nunes is under pressure, plays the ball back again, but this is what you see from Ahmad. Brilliant when he presses, because he curves his run in the perfect angle. You look at him here going this way. So he actually pushes City over to the other side in the way he do his press play. So you see here the ball goes further to the other side, and because we already are committed, Bruno is there, Højlund is there, it ends with City just hoofing the ball up high to Haaland. They were trying that all the time, but here you see a key from this game. It's actually behind Haaland, you see Harry Maguire. And I think Harry Maguire was one of our standout players today. He was super aggressive. He didn't leave Haaland any space, and he was committed. He didn't let him go on the halfway line. He was pressing all the way up there and really aggressive. So I would say that was beautiful. You can see here Harry Maguire giving it all in these duels. And this is what we would like to see more of. High press, fully committed press, and the center backs pushing up and winning the duels and the second balls. It's so fantastic to see. This is what we have been talking about. We have been missing under Erik ten Hag, too defensively, too afraid. We didn't have the courage to push up, but now we did it really good. Let's just go back to some comments before we go back to the pictures. We have Twalumba Piri, big up, my good man, coming in with that beautiful Grace Jones thumbnail. He says, hello, Jarvis. Yeah, that press was really good. I agree. And Alien Tenno, big up, Peter is in the house. He comes in and say, big up, Jarvis and the chat. What a win. Yeah, I got to give you a fist pump with my, I got to show you guys this. It's my Man United ring. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a Man United emblem on that ring. So I'm actually almost married to Man United. Ooh. Rushmano comes in and say, you sends you a lot of stats. Thank you. I will go through them. And suggestions that Pep might quit. Yeah, let's see what will happen with Pep. Alien Tenno said Ahmad was man of the match, but the team was on point all game, to be honest. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. The team effort, how we press. That was beautiful against a most likely, most of the time, Manchester City are extremely secure on the ball, but we made them make mistake because of our press, and we got paid when we got the penalty from Ahmad, because we forced Nunes to do a huge error. Roshmano says Ahmad, Ugarte, Maguire was excellent, but Ahmad gets it for me. Yeah, Ahmad was one of the best. Let's go back to the pictures. Oh, I just got a message from my good old friend Mick Ruby. He said he wants the link. You want to join the highlight show, so I just gotta send him the link. Give me 2 seconds. I'm doing this by myself while I'm live. It's not always that easy taking care of everything. You know, I'm a rookie when it comes to this YouTubing. I've just been doing it for a couple of years. Okay, now I sent Mick Ruby the link. And if any of you other guys want to come on, just shout out and I will send you the link too, because we have to celebrate this together. It's all about being united. This is another situation. We will go back to the tactical, to the pictures. This is a situation just to show you guys how extremely compact and tough there was to play against City, because City played with an extremely high line. If you can see here, you see that high line, and they are not pressuring the ball carrier at this moment, but they are not afraid. They are standing really high. And that was most of the time became into offside because of that offside trap. There wasn't much to do, but we had to just time our runs better. And that was why it was difficult for us to break them through. You see when we play out to the side, they always, Nunes is out there pushing out from that high line, really compact. You see in just this little space here, it's all the Manchester City players. You have 10 guys right here. So that was our big dilemma in this game, what to do, how to play through, because there were no space to play in centrally. And that was the main issue. And we saw the same against Manchester City, against Nottingham Forest and against Victoria Pilsen. So now the team has figured out that they have to be compact and almost impossible for us to play through them. Okay, let's go to the next situation. Here you see how we defend. We defended in a back five. But it's a U-shape back five, and this is how we do it. We have the fullbacks here and here, and the 3 center backs centrally. And we defended with 3 midfielders. Ahmad had a little bit of a free role. You see here Bruno tracking back. Same with Ugarte and same with Mainu. And those 3 guys, I would say Mainu, Ugarte, and Bruno, were like gladiators running up and down and fighting all the time. City didn't get 1 second of a free time. They were always on their back, and this is what we would like to see, full effort from the players. You see here Bernardo Silva, he takes the ball, but he takes it into the area where we have a lot of players, and Bruno makes a last minute tackle and wins the ball again. but we made it extremely difficult for City the way we defended. And this is I love the five in the back, how we defend. It's so good to see, but it requires a lot of effort, a lot of running. But we are always numerical superior, and we have always cover when the opposition try to attack. So we are very solid in the back, and I don't think City created many chances in open play in this game. They had some corner kicks, and I think it ends with that. Okay, let's go to the next situation. It's in the 37th minute, and this is the thing that happened. The ball was played high, and you could see Kyle Walker body check Højlund in this instance, nowhere near the ball, and Kyle Walker fouls Højlund, and there was a free kick to us. But then the most idiotic thing happened. There was a fight on the pitch because all the players reacted, and we all know why, because of this guy. Oh my God, how embarrassing it is to watch Manchester City's captain just drop down like a sack of potatoes. It should be given an Oscar, because this is not football worthy. Look at him just dropping down, trying to simulate a headbutt from Højlund so he could get the red card. But I'm so glad that we have VAR, and if it was up to me, instances like this should always be a red card, because it's so fucking stupid. I can't even say it. Look at him. And okay, I know it's Højlund is aggressive, but he reacted to the situation. But yeah, I don't know, guys. What do you think of this instance? Let's see. Oh, Lesso Football, big up Lesso coming in. Great to see you here, Lesso. And Alien Tenno said, "I'll join." Yeah, sure, Alien, you can join. I'll give you the link. I put it in the comment section. So, guys, and Nash 87 comes in and say Walker is a bozo. Yeah, there's no way around it. He is a bozo. How can he do something like that? For me, it should be a red card. At least PGMOL should go afterwards, look at this instance, and give him like 1 game or two games ban because of this, because it's totally undermining the job of the referee trying to simulate the situation like this. We have Peter Alien Tenno in the house coming in. Big up, Peter. Big up.
Big up, Jav and chat. How you doing? Okay.
We are good. So how do you feel? Was
Brilliant
it good?
win. You know what? I mean, even when we was 1-0 down, I just thought in the game, I thought we were the better team in the game. Yeah. I really did. I think the organisation on Amorim was brilliant. Obviously, we could all see that, we needed to fashion it a bit more up front. But I thought they can't really get past us. And let's be honest, their goal was fortuitous. Yeah. They got a lucky, was it off Ahmad's Man Utd's foot, wasn't it? And it kind of curved away from Onana, and they got the header, which fair enough.
On Amad Diallo, and they got a strange curve, and the Guardiola scored on that header.
But I mean, I, even with before we got the pen, I still thought we could get a draw out of this. I thought one good chance, and we're in. Well, we had it with Bruno before. When I couldn't believe he chipped it wide. I was like, oh no. But I was looking at that challenge. Was it Nunes done on Rasmus Højlund? That was a penalty.
No, it was Walker.
Was it Walker? Yeah. No, not the one with the headbutt when he got fouled in the box. Rasmus.
Yeah. With the penalty situation. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
I thought that was a penalty. I thought because I was the channel I was listening on. It was the guy was saying, "Oh, it's never a pen." He's I thought he's nowhere near the ball. He's wrapped his leg round the player. He's wrapped his left leg, which is the wrong leg, to go for the challenge, round the player and brought him down. It's like, that's a pen.
Yeah.
It's a penalty. But you know what? I can't fault the team. I was listening to you before. Fair play. You know what? This says it all about the character of the guy, Harry Maguire. Look at the match he had. You got the other two guys training at Carrington today, Rashford and Garnacho. We've all had a dig at Maguire, and the guy wants to play for Man United, and he's knuckled down, and look what he's doing. This is what you do when you apply yourself to your job. That's it.
100%, 100%, Peter, 100%. And I think I'm so impressed by the job Harry Maguire has done, and actually suits perfectly playing in a back three line in this Amorim system. You know, I'm actually starting to doubt if we should give him a contract and extend it with 1 year extra.
You could give him, a yearly contract. I think he'd be quite happy with that. I mean, if you look at his stats for England, Maguire is always better in a three-man defense anyway. So this kind of suits him. It does. It's actually playing to his strengths. And like I say, I can't fault any of the team today. I really can't.
No.
They all played well within themselves, and they done what they had to do. I mean,
they really did. Yeah.
Oyland, was a bit on his own, isolated for quite a lot of the game, which, we were stopping City from playing in the midfield, which, takes a lot of personnel to do that. Man Utd came on for Tiny Tim, Mason Mount. And he was a little bit rusty, Man Utd, but he grew into the game.
I think Man Utd had a brilliant game, and
he did. Like I say, Jarvis, when he first come on, he was a little bit rusty because he's been out a bit, hasn't he? Man Utd, he hasn't played much this season, and he grew. But again, like the Fitnitter is saying here, Slavi Mazraoui. Mazraoui was building Ugarte. You know what I mean? Ugarte just done what he had to do. He wasn't flashy or nothing. He was just, breaking it up, getting in there, being a bit dirty when he had to, and that. And like I say, I can't knock the team. Where was this team last week against Forest?
Yeah. It's true. We have Nathan Lee Lewis coming in and say great results, all the best with the new channel, Jarvis. Thank you, Nathan. It's been I'm just in the beginning. We started with the first show on Wednesday. We are already almost at 100 subscribers. So guys, if you haven't subscribed and smash the like, and we will try to bring this channel forward, and we will keep focused on football and tactical and what's going on. I will try to avoid the toxic elements of the game and make this a pure footballing nerd channel for you guys. So if you want to be a bit part of that journey, smash the subscribe and like. Rush Mono comes in and say Maguire plays suits Amorim's setup. He looks quality again, and that's the thing. What comeback from that guy.
The thing is, Jarvis, I've been saying this since the start of the season, and I'm glad Amorim's given him a chance there. I've said try Anthony. Maybe at left wing back, not right, but he seems to link up well with Ahmad, doesn't he, Anthony?
Yeah.
When he's there, he does. And I think there's a job for Anthony to do there, isn't there?
You could see it against Victoria Pilsen how they linked up on the camera when he came on, and it's almost like they have a telepathic connection. They know how to play football together. They are more of the same type of player, and that's the thing.
That's it. Ahmad's a little bit more skillful than him, isn't he?
That's true. As long as Anthony don't shoot, I'm okay with having Anthony on the pitch.
Yeah. Like you say, you can't knock it. Lenny Yoro got some more, minutes into his legs, which will only do him the world of good. I thought that ball from Martinez for the second goal. I think he played well, Martinez, today. I do. He was really commanding. He was, but that pass he played was super.
Come to the goals, Peter. I will just go through a couple of more situations on the pitch, and this is what we have seen. What I talked about the back five. You guys see here the back five, but what's so great with the back five is we have to be aggressive, and the defenders are always ready to jump. You see here we sit in the back five. But here Kevin De Bruyne receives the ball with the back against the goal, and that's a trigger point. And you see Martinez instantly pushing out, super aggressive. Maguire did the same. De Ligt did the same. And
Yeah.
you see here, next instance, Martinez wins the ball because Kevin De Bruyne can't turn with the ball. And this is what I love with this back five, the aggressionness, how you are free to actually jump out and win the ball. Because when you have one man extra, you don't have to be afraid to open up the space in behind, because this is why defenders are reluctant to pushing out, because they open up space. But when you have an extra man, it's no problem for the extra man to fill that gap. So this is what I love with the back five, because people think a back five is kind of defensive setup, but it's not. It's more aggressive. But this is what's kind of instance is this? This is the penalty situation, I believe. Yeah. So here you see, I think it's Masraoui driving the ball forward. He wins the ball against the Doku.
He robbed him, didn't he?
It's not the penalty. It's a big chance here. Masraoui drives the ball forward, gives the ball to Højlund, and Bruno smells the opportunity and runs in behind. So here you see Højlund turns with the ball, and Bruno starts his run in behind, and timed it perfectly in this situation. And you see here, straight on the line, no offside, even though Manchester City always kept a high line, but there were space to run in behind. So when the timing was right, it created big chances. And here you see Bruno 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper.
Ball on side.
This should have been a goal that was, like, I would say in XG, this is a 0.5 in XG. You score that almost 50% of the time and even more. But unfortunately, Bruno put that ball outside the goal. But you could see
what, Jarvis? When Bruno hit the ball, I was jumping up and down because I was sure it was going in.
Yeah, same with me. But you can see the tendencies in the game. We were starting to figure out Manchester City's high line. We were able to curve our runs and time it perfectly. And Manchester City, I think they run out of juice a little bit defensively, especially in their midfield. They couldn't track our runners.
I think we wasn't as defensive second half, Jarvis. I think the best team in the second half was us. I know that sounds a bit crazy because obviously we went on to win the game, but I think we came out more positively in the second half. I really do. I think our job first half was to bottle them up, just contain them. Like I say, they got a fortuitous goal, which it was. Other than that, I think we done a really good job in the first half. We done what the manager told us to do.
I think we were the better team. I think we were the better team.
In the second half, we got I think we just went a yard a little bit more forward in the second half. Just a little tweak. It wasn't really noticeable, but we kind of moved it a bit quicker, and we was a little bit further up the field all the time in the second half. And I think that's what won us the game.
I agree.
And the good thing about it was today, though, Jarvis, every player was confident on the ball.
Yeah, they were.
One panic.
Courage.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But Amman's going to get himself a reputation now. He's going to be a marked man, isn't he? Because people will be looking at him and going, "Okay, this boy is dangerous."
Yeah, he is.
But it goes with the job, doesn't it?
He's our best player, I would say, at the moment.
Yeah.
Chris Ramadine Lessie comes in and say big up all that Martinez assist and the goal. That was, and I agree, it was a beautiful goal. Thank you, Chris Ramadine Lessie, coming on the channel. I hope you have subscribed and that you have smashed the like. And I will even add you as moderator because I know you're a fantastic moderator. So please, you're welcome. I just want to see if there are any more
Yeah, it's all right, Jarvis. You don't need to add me as a moderator.
I can add you as moderator always.
It doesn't really matter. Everyone knows who I am anyway. It's just Steph who will boot me. She's the one.
Yeah. Please coming in and say thanks. And
big up, Swallowumber.
How you doing? And say alien big up. So there's a lot of familiar faces. It's almost like being with your friends and being at home talking football. So I'm so grateful that all of you tune in
No,
and
it's
are
no.
here
I mean,
and joining
you
us
know
on
what,
all
Jarvis? What it is with you, your analysis, it's something different and refreshing on
well.
YouTube. How can I put this without being, derogatory to channels? A lot of football channels are two a penny now, aren't they? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm,
A lot of people don't get in depth with things,
yeah.
properly. It's easy to talk about a match like me, like I've just been talking there, but my
Mm,
analysis isn't as complex as yours, should I say. There's a niche, and that's what you've done. You've got yourself your niche on YouTube, and I wish you all the best because you come across really good, and why not? Why not something different?
Thank you.
All
Thank you,
that's to
Peter.
the flavour,
It warms
doesn't it?
my heart hearing this, but because this is what I'm aiming for, because I think it's too shallow of analysts on all these big channels. They
Yeah.
you don't even learn. You don't even quite understand why things happening. And for me,
No.
I'm curious about things. I want to deep delve into things, try to figure out what's going on, and we all see it, but sometimes it's good to have pictures, good to have the tactical board to really explain and to get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah.
Rashmano Jarvis knows his football. Thank you, and you too, Rashmano. We all have a great knowledge of football, and we have been following this club for all our life. So it's just the way it is. I just want to go back to this to the footage of the game. Now we ended with the Bruno chance, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the best section of it all.
Yeah. The
Look
good
at
stuff.
Bruno's face. Look at that face. I love that face.
That's a face that says I've just got out of
When he
jail,
scored
Jarvis,
against.
isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
It's like I've got
It's
out of jail
fantastic.
here.
So here you see, this is what build up to the penalty situation. Manchester City actually are in control. But
Yeah.
our press play, we fully commit, and we always stay in connection with the Manchester City players. They don't get any time on the ball. So Kovacic has the ball. He plays the ball up to Nunes. I think it's Xerxes here connecting and Kobe Mainu pressing.
Yeah.
So Kobe Mainu puts was it Nunes under pressure, and Nunes just want to play the ball back into to Ederson, because there's no room for him to play it upwards there because he's under pressure. He can't turn with the
Yeah.
ball. But Amad Diallo cleverly, look at it, Amad Diallo. He smells
He's on
the
the move
danger.
already, Jarvis, isn't he?
He's on the move. And how he always curves his run. This is what I love about Amad Diallo. He
Yeah.
curves his runs always like this. It's not in a straight line. He curves them. And that's so important when you're a footballer, how to time your run without losing the momentum, the speed when you're running. That's so important, and you see good players always do this. And this is what I lack when I see players like Rashford and also Højlund. Sometimes they run in a straight line and they just rely on acceleration and pace, raw pace, but they don't time it.
It's a predatory instinct as well, though, Jarvis, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're always constantly on the lookout for, a little scrap or something. It's like he's there, Ahmad, he knows if that ball does get played backwards, he knows he's got the pace to get there. That's the difference. If that had been Højlund there, Højlund wouldn't have made that run. Because he knew pace-wise he wouldn't have got it. Ahmad is moving because he knows one mistake here and I can get in. I've got the pace to beat him. And that's what he done. That's exactly what he done. He'd seen the opportunity and took it.
And Nash comes in, and he also say that Ahmad, he learned it because of the first half when he was falling into City's offside trap.
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah. So he adapted his game through the full 90. And this is what good footballers do. You see them take a step back, actually analyzing what's going on and adapting to the game that they are playing. So
you see that Jarvis said the City defender.
Yeah.
Where Ahmad is, City kind of dropped back just, I'd say about half a yard, because I think in the back of their minds they were thinking, let's just see this game out. Let's go nothing crazy. Let's just see it out. And sometimes that can be your downfall when you're not being positive all the time. You know, when you're trying to keep a lead, it's dodgy in football, isn't it? Because it's, you know, one mistake and boom, it's gone.
usually not a good idea. So the next picture you see here, Ahmad, Ederson is out waffling, and Ahmad has a great chance. You also see that Nunes, he didn't sprint full sprint back. Pep Guardiola won't be happy with this, because when you make a mistake, you have to react right away.
You see that picture there, Jarvis? Right, that freeze frame you got now. I thought Ahmad was going to hit it then straight away, because his actual goal was basically a carbon copy of that. He tucked it in with his left foot. I thought right there now he was just going to bang it because he knew the goal was empty. But he checked in.
Yeah, I agree. But he checked in, as you said, and you see here in the next instance, he checked in, and Nunes caught up with him. Brilliant. I think he did a Cruyff turn, or just stopped and
he did, dragged it back with his left foot, didn't he?
Yeah, and you see here Nunes coming in, and he actually fouls him with his back foot, and yeah. So for me, that was a clear penalty. There was no doubt about that penalty situation, and yeah, brilliant run from Ahmad. But also, I must say that Xerxes and Manu also did a excellent press play. They committed fully, and
coming in as backup.
Nunes
coming in,
yeah. So it's always a team effort. It's not always just about the person in action, but everything that happens around.
Of course. But I mean, so in hindsight, Jarvis said Nunes, that challenge on Ahmad was rash, because he should have seen the keeper and the other City defender near the line. He didn't really need to make a challenge like that on Ahmad, did he? I think he had a bit of rush of blood to his head there, didn't he? Come in and went boom.
But was obviously stressed out of his head because of the foul. The smash a like and subscribe, guys, from Roshmano and Vutinator comes in and say, no Rodri, no party, no points, no direction. Yeah,
no, that's right.
Great comment from the Vutinator. This is the penalty from Bruno. We know Bruno penalty. I think it's his 6th penalty of the season. He's cold as ice. Ederson had no chance, and he just scores in the opposite. Opposite
side.
And you see the timing, 87th minute, 11 seconds, and we scored a goal. So it was the right moment. And we know Manchester City, they are a little bit shook because they haven't won now in 11 games, or just won in 11. So they obviously felt the pressure when we scored a goal. And back to the face that only a mother can love, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah,
what a goal! So this is the ball from Martinez. You see here Martinez on the ball. City are they actually are in control. They are sitting with the 4-1-4-1 formation as they do when they defend, and actually we are in control. You see there on the outside is Anthony shouting for the ball. Ahmad is just standing there walking, but he sees the situation and understands, and he plans what to do. So you see here on the next instance, Martinez makes himself ready. And Ahmad, he has already started his run.
Yeah, he's on the move. You can see him, look.
Yeah.
All of the game,
what's so brilliant with his run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superb.
I just want to show you, but what's so brilliant with his run? He runs like this. He runs in an S. Just to keep, don't go into the offside. And this is so brilliant with Ahmad, how he times his runs.
Like a snake in run, isn't
it? Imagine if that was Rashford. If that was Rashford, he would have gone like this.
Rashford wouldn't even be running in that late stage of the game, Jarvis. Let's be honest. The run and the ball for me was the ball of the game. Brilliant ball. Especially like you said, 89th minute as well.
Element of this is the highlight. if you see the
Yeah.
high line here with City, I would actually call it kamikaze football. I wouldn't go with the high line like that, especially when
No.
you don't have the same pace. You only have Walker, and even Walker is starting to lose his top speed,
Yeah.
top pace. So I don't know if Pep chose the right tactics for today's game. Next picture, you see he comes in, and now he goes out again, Ahmad. You see here, he curves his run a little bit out. And
Yeah.
the ball from Martinez, it's just superb. But also, another element of this is Xerxes, how he
Yeah.
runs and drags the defender with him and
He
open
does.
up
Yeah.
space for Ahmad to go like this. And this is a perfect. And this is why I was a little bit skeptic when I saw Mason Mount going out, because this is Mason Mount's specialty. Third man runs, making space available. But Xerxes, I think Xerxes had a brilliant cameo coming on at the end of the game, and he did quite well today. Xerxes.
The 3 subs did, Jarvis, didn't they? They did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you look on that picture there, there was only the City player who was behind Ahmad. He was the only one picking Ahmad up, and Ahmad already had a yard on him. So they City really, we had kind of like Xerxes wasn't really in the front, if you know what I mean. Like you said, he run and took the eye of a defender, so the defender had no option but to track Xerxes, because if he'd have left him, Xerxes would have just run into space on his own. But they had 3 defenders there, City, and there was only the back defender that was tracking Ahmad, and he was nowhere near Ahmad. He should have been tighter on him, because he should have anticipated that ball going to him. You know, because he can visually see Ahmad's moving.
They were sleeping. They weren't turned on at that
See,
moment.
they're the one there on the top. He was the nearest one to Ahmad, and he never moved. He never went with him.
And you see the next instance, he lobs the ball up in the air and runs to the left of
He took it brilliantly. Fair play to the lad. He did. But it's again, like I said, Jarvis, he took it with it.
Something like that. It's almost like Berbatov, or like
Yeah.
very great technical players can do stuff like that. Or Cantona-esque. Cold as ice.
You know what the thing was, Jarvis? He didn't thrash the ball, did he? He knew. It's kind of like his right-footed goal he scored when we beat Liverpool 4-3 in the cup.
Yeah.
Now, while he just done a little dinky shot, he didn't, put his laces through it. He was like, I've just got to place this here. That's all I've got to do, because the keeper's beat. I do not need to thrash the ball. If you'd have thrashed it there, you probably would have missed the goal.
100%. It's true. Rosmano says intelligent game from Xerxes. He was a super intelligent game. And we have Eddie Football Waffle coming in. Big up, Eddie. He say, yo, Jarvis, it's about time you have your own channel with your...
Yeah, it is. Big up, Eddie.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you. I hope you subbed and smash the like and join up as often as you can. And then whenever you want to come on, I will always send you the link, pal. So no problem. Thank you for coming in. 15 likes. Keep hitting it, guys. Greetings all in the chat from Eddie's Football Waffle. Nice. So we scored that goal. That was the element, the high element, the moment of the game, and we won the game. What a celebration from Ahmad. Look at how excited he is. That young kid, and he was subbed right off after that goal. But he's a fantastic.
He brought Victor Lindelof on.
What's the limit for Ahmad? This guy, how good can he actually be?
I mean, Jarvis. I mean, he was man of the season at Sunderland, wasn't he? When he was on loan, you've heard me and numerous other Man United fans, when Erik ten Hag was manager, play Palestri and play Ahmad, because they were skillful players, and he wouldn't play them, would he? Whether Erik ten Hag thought that that style of play wasn't his style of play, if you understand what I'm saying.
Mm.
I don't know, but he must be looking at Ahmad now, Eric Ten Hag, and thinking, why didn't I play him? Why didn't I just play him? He's stuck with Rashford, and look where Rashford's got him.
Yeah, can you imagine what went on in Eric Ten Hag's mind? Why didn't he play Ahmad?
Yeah. We could all see it when he came on. When he was playing that Ahmad, we could see it. I mean, I think yesterday, Jarvis, Ruben Amorim was at the under-21 game watching Dan Gore.
Yeah.
I think Dan Gore probably after Christmas will be brought into the first team. He's too good for 21s. He's got nowhere to go there. He's ready to take the next level. I mean, like Mark Mercer will tell you, we've seen a lot of Dan Gore and Ahmad together.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kobe Mainu together, and they are a brilliant partnership. I think I can see that linking up. I can. I think when Casemiro leaves,
where would Dan Gore play in this?
Yeah.
So
when Casemiro goes, I think Dan Gore will take his spot. Personally,
is it one of the 10s or the 8?
He can. He's more like an 8. Because he likes driving. He's a bit like when Paul Scholes was in the middle and he used to like driving with the ball. He's more of a get the ball laid off, or I can drive it forward. That was one of his passes yesterday for the goal. Was he got the ball, drove at the defense, and then played it through. He's not a type of player who will make the ball stick to his foot. He'll get it and lay it off, but he knows exactly where he's going to put it and what he's going to do with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which moves the play quicker, doesn't it? When you get plays like that, because Paul Scholes used to be like that. He'd get the ball and lay it off quick, but you got to know where you're doing it, where you're playing it. Yeah, Dan Gore's, I wouldn't say he's in Paul Scholes' caliber, like, but he's getting there towards him. Believe you me, he is. And I think we've got, from what I've heard, I think Rashford at least is going in January. I know Barcelona
in January. Do you think so?
Yeah. I know Barcelona are looking at 40 million for him. I think that's to negate his wages as well. Why it's so low, the price. And I think, you know what, Garnacho could be gone at the end of the season if he doesn't buckle down. I think Amorim will give him. Apparently, Amorim sent Garnacho and Rashford a text on WhatsApp as if saying, "You're not in the squad. You're not playing. Report to Carrington today and for training." So that's what they need. I think they need pulling down a peg or two, don't they? And go, you know what? This is a team game, not an individual sport.
And they can't even complain now. We won against City. They are not missed.
Well, they're in training this morning, Jarvis.
Into this team.
Yeah, they're at home watching the match, and we've won, and they're not part of it. So, how are you going to respond? That's what he's saying, Amorim, to them. How are you going to respond now? What you're going to share? But apparently, he said something like, "It's how you react with your teammates, in training, how you present yourself, i.e., in brackets, meaning how you dress, things like that." So he's having a sly dig at them.
Yeah.
As if to say, you're getting too big for your boots.
There's no player FC anymore. It's all about the club. Club first, Man United first. It doesn't matter if you're on 350 a week or whatever, or you are the star boy for the sponsors. It doesn't matter. You have to perform on the pitch, and if you don't act as a fully professional, if you act immature, and all that.
The thing is, Jarvis, if he keeps playing them like Eric Ten Hag did with Rashi, they're going to cost him his job, aren't they?
Yeah. We have a question here from
Eddie.
He comes in and say question. So Ahmad done at the right wing back and stays in the inside 10 then. Do you think it's we have seen the last from Ahmad in the right wing back?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, the 10 job as an inside 10, yeah, possible. It's possible. But then if you move Ahmad, who do you put in his position there? You get me?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Because I don't think Anthony's good enough to fill that. And I don't think we have another player to. Maybe in the future,
I think
Ahmad could go
Anthony
there.
is good enough, actually. I think what we've seen from Anthony is good enough. I think he has the right element, the right, and a little bit further down the pitch, I think Anthony comes to his best, because
Yeah.
then keep him away from the goal, because he tends to be very goal-minded. He wants to score. He wants to shoot. Cut in, shoot, curl the ball into the corner. That's always his one trick. But further down the pitch, I think we see he's utilized that in a better way. So, but I believe that we have seen the last from Ahmad in the right wing back. I think he is one of the first on.
I'll keep him right wing, right, right forward. Yeah, easy. Ahmad. That's where he is. Like I say, I mean, Anthony behind Ahmad works for me. It does. It works for me. The only thing is the only person I've got a bit of a concern about is Dalot. He's a bit hot and cold. I'm not taking anything from him today because he played well, but he is a bit hot and cold now, Jarvis, isn't it? You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know whether, because there was talk about him, Real Madrid after him, and I don't know whether he's thinking, how can I turn Real Madrid down? So, if he wants to go there, go there. But I'm sure we can find a player to replace him. No problem.
Yeah, we already apparently signed that the young Paraguayan guy.
Yeah,
Leon,
we have, yeah.
Or Leon, or I don't know how to pronounce his name, but
yeah,
he. I looked a cameo video of him, and he looked amazing. So strong, aggressive, good on the ball. Apparently 16 years old or 17 years old, but he looks like a grown man. That physique. So. Yeah, I think maybe, but we need options. I would keep Dalot in the squad because he's so versatile, and
well, he's a seasoned pro as well, though, Jarvis, isn't it? That's
yeah.
It's all right having a lot of young players in your team, but you also need some seasoned pros in there, don't you, to gel them? Like
100%. Yeah,
Dillett, Maguire, Mount. This is the good thing about our defenses; they're all seasoned pros, aren't they? You know what I mean? Which is really good. Diego Leon.
But his name up. Peter, we have gone a long way. Imagine it's just a couple of seasons ago when we had McTominay in that midfield, and we have evolved. We are starting to see results, and our
signings time, doesn't it, Jarvis? You can't just
getting better, slowly, gradually getting better. Nash comes in and say, guys, without being toxic, I think Mason Mount experience has to end his injury record at this point.
I agree with Nash. I do. I think, it's a shame for Mason Mount because when he's fit, he's in form, he is a good player, but I just think you can't really build a team thinking about him being in it. I just don't think it's viable. I mean, I feel bad. The only thing we can do
when he was subbed off, you saw him; he was almost crying.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. It's just So it's just one of them players, Jav. Some players don't have a good constitution on them. You understand what I'm saying, Jarvis? As in, they're prone to niggly injuries. Never mind major injuries, but they're prone to niggly ones. You get some players. They have a good constitution on them where they can, like Bruno, he can play virtually every game all season. That's called your constitution. Your body can take the rigors of playing football constantly. Some players like Mason Mount, they can't do it. They just haven't got it. It's a shame.
Yeah,
I suppose there's only two ways we can look at it now. We can either just write him off, pay his contract off, which I don't think we'll do. We'll probably keep him and run it down, and he's not going to get another one, is he? Let's be honest. It's not going to happen.
Imagine that.
But it's not his fault. I don't think players choose to be injured, did I? But
no, but
it's a shame.
No wonder we are broke, because we are pissing our money away. 55 million plus 5 add-ons we gave to Chelsea with 1 year left on his contract. He was injured all full first season, and we haven't actually seen him. It's never got going. No. So
have we had 90 minutes? I don't think we've had 90 minutes out of him.
Say again?
I don't think we've had 90 minutes out of him in a game.
No, it doesn't feel like
off the top of my head. I can't think. He's actually played 90 minutes, a full game, without getting injured. So, like I say, it's a shame, but what can you do? Things happen. The medical team have obviously failed when we've bought him because they've passed him, haven't they? Fit. Yeah. So, but there you go. So that, we move on. People come, people go. That's how football works. And, for him, for his dream, it's sad for him, but that's life. Yeah, I think he'll be happy. He's got a few £1 million in the bank. I think he'll be happy, like, well,
he can't complain about the security and the money, but he's a footballer, and I feel for him. I also think it's not the future of Man United. We should look at other options. Rushmano says Amorim isn't impressed with either of them since he come in, and then we are talking about Rashford and Garnacho. Question from Eddie Football Waffle. He said, Jarvis, you reckon Dalot is good enough as a starter? I would say yes. I think he's good enough as a starter, but we should also look at other options. Dalot has played all the games this season, started all the games, I think. Only the Bodø/Glimt game is when he started on the bench season. So he obviously getting overplayed, and we can see a little bit of fatigue. He's playing on 90% all the time, never at 100%. And this is the problem. This is the dilemma with Dalot, and he's so versatile. And us and the fullback position, we struggle. We played all last season without a left back, and it's just one of those. But I believe Dalot is good enough to be a starter, but he needs to rest sometime. He can't play every game. He's not a machine.
Hopefully, Jarvis, Malacia can stay fit. And he's had a few run-outs, hasn't he, Tyrell? So, hopefully he'll get a bit stronger, get more game time in his legs. And then we've got, a couple of options then, haven't we? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you say, he's been out for a season and a half, hasn't he, Tyrell Malacia? So, hopefully we can bring him back. Rushmano just said there, Luke Shaw, get rid of him. He's another one.
Yeah, get some cash. Dalot, Shaw, Rashford for me in January. Yeah. Well, I would keep Dalot just because of his versatility. We have a lot of games, and I think he's a good squad player. But in the long run, I agree. We should move him on and look for better players. I think when we go to the next step, when we get the system running fully, we should look at top players like Theo Hernandez and other top world class fullbacks. Alphonso
so far,
Davies.
Jarvis, What would be your assessment of Amorim so far in his tenure?
Results wise, I give him 7 out of 10. But how he impacted the team, how he talks in the press conference, how he acts, how he commands and get them working hard, I think I'll almost tend to give him a 10 out of 10, especially after today's performance.
I mean, to be fair to him, Jarvis, he's give virtually every player a chance, hasn't he? I mean, we've had games where, he could have played back-to-back, the same team, but he hasn't. He's mixed it, changed it round. He's had a look at different combos of players, how they're going to react with each other. And, obviously his eyes watching them all the time, isn't he? He goes, how are you, in with him and then blah, blah, blah. And like today, you've seen it with Rashford and Garnacho. He's gone, I don't think this game's the right game for you two.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how important the game is. I just don't think you're right for this game.
100%.
You're not even getting it on the bench. Never mind. And this is where I like him. I think
Yeah.
he's, he's looking at the players and going, you could be Pele, you could be Lionel Messi. If I don't
Mm,
think you're right for this game, you're not going to play. That's it.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we need. Instead of playing names, we need to play the right player for the right job.
That's what we would like to see.
Yeah.
Going back to some statistics from the game. Let me see if I can enhance it. I use this site. I can recommend it to you
Yeah.
guys. It's whoscored.com, and you will get all the stats
Mm.
from the game from all the players. You see here they give Diallo a star 8.8. What did Diallo do today?
Mm.
He had one tackle, one corner. He had 5 dribbles with dribble success of 63%. That's quite good because he won 5 dribbles. He had 8 dribble attempts, so we know he loves
Yeah.
to take on his defender, and his pass success is 94%. He
Yeah.
finished 34 out of 35 passes, so technically he's
Yeah.
really good. And he
Efficient
had
player, Jarvis. Yeah.
yeah. And 4 shots, 2 blocked, 2 on target in total. And he gets the rating of 8.8. And let's just go to the heat map because I always like to check the heat map after the
Yeah.
game to see how we looked. And let me see if we just remove the subs here and
Yeah.
mount and put in menu. So here on the right, you see the heat map of Man United. And as you see, there's we didn't we couldn't play centrally against City. They were very
No.
compact, so we had to do work around on each side. But you see up here is a little red dot. So this is Diallo holding on to the ball, dribbling.
Yeah.
Him and Masraoui and all the other guys may knew when they shifted to the right side. So our right side was the most dangerous side. On the
Was.
left side, I would say Manchester City gave us a little bit more space, and I think they let Dalot go because they knew that Dalot don't have a left foot, so we
Yeah.
always used
To
extra
cross.
touch. So it gave Walker time to push out. So
But
if Dalot had been better with his left foot, I think we could have punished City much more in
yeah,
this game.
another dynamic. But that heat map, there, Jarvis, on the
Mm.
right,
Yeah,
highlights the difficulty Rasmus Højlund had at getting any service
yeah.
because he was basically patrolling a territory where he
Hmm.
was outnumbered.
That's a
You
good
understand what I'm
observation.
saying? So
Yeah.
he was. We have an expression in English. In English, it's called "you're on a hide into nothing." Yeah, if you get anything from it, you score good. But really, he never really had a chance in the game, did he?
Mm.
But he kept running for the team.
He
Kept
did. He
them
did.
kept them busy. But he
Always
was
fighting.
never
So
really
yeah.
going to get a ball, was he? Played to him. When you look at that
Mm.
heat map, that says it perfectly.
Yeah, this is Højlund on the right here. You just see some dark blue spots, but he
Yeah,
couldn't find the place in this game in a way.
yeah. He's marked out the game, wasn't he? That's what it
Yeah,
was.
he was. So yeah, but that was an interesting observation on the Højlund. I think you are right. I think we are going to wrap up the show. We are 1 hour into the show.
Yeah,
I'm doing a
brilliant.
live stream in about an hour with Noradin on United Real Therapy. If you want to
Yeah,
watch more Jarvis and get Noradin's reaction. I think Mick is also doing a show on MUFC Realist TV. So guys,
yeah.
head over there now and give Mick some likes and support.
Give him some
Just
love.
gonna go with this Pep Guardiola from Rushmano. He says, "I am the manager of these players. I am the manager of this club, and I have to find solutions. And so far, I didn't find it. This is the truth."
Oh,
So Pep, he
well,
takes responsibility at least.
Jarvis, I believe the Wolves job is available for Pep.
Well, I don't think he will lose his job, but City are apparently struggling without Rodri, and you see players like Gundogan, De Bruyne, all of them are getting into a certain age. It's almost like Man United
Yeah,
when Moyes took over. We had Vidic, we have Rio Ferdinand, Patrick
yeah,
Evra. Anthony, all of these great players, but they were in their last season. Yeah. So I think City has just met this moment at the time, and they just need to buy themselves out of it.
Yeah, but the sad thing is, from their viewpoint, Cities is they can't even buy themselves out of it, Jarvis, can they? With the 130 cheat codes they've got facing.
Yeah, and I see Nash coming in and actually saying, in my point, you probably were first. You say this City team reminds me of the United team when Sir Alex retired.
Yeah.
The team seems to crack in the foundation. Now they are just pouncing. City are lost their fear factor, and yeah,
it is. Yeah, it's true.
Great minds think alike, Nash. Thank you for that comment. Alien Tenno comes in. Big up. He says, cheers all. Rosmano, top show. Jarvis, Eddie comes in. Great stream. Jarvis and Peter, have a good night, everybody. And Woodinator says, smash the like for Jarvis and Alien Tenno. So, guys, thank you for watching. It's been a brilliant show. We will be back tomorrow on the.
Thanks for having me on, Jav.
Yeah, no problem. Always a pleasure. Tomorrow night we will do Jarvis's Corner on MUFC Realist TV, and I will be co-streaming to this channel, so you can also tune in here and smash the like and subscribe. So have a good one. It's been a great game, great night, and let's go on for the next one. That's Spurs in the League Cup. So let's go for another scalp. Have a good one, and see you on the next. Bye-bye. There. Play out.